welcome everyone to what you all have been waiting for. The Roots Poetry Slam semi-finals. Well, we're closing up. We're closing up the casket. With this vibes and energy. I tell you, I had a surprise for them. Well, you know I was up here by myself. Today I bring a youth who love the art, who into the art form and the spoken word. I bring Mr. Jerry Ruiz. There's what cool here today. There's what cool here. Get up some.
Good night, everybody. Good night. As your newest face in the Roots Foundation, teaching artist, co-host, might even be a host soon. You never know. You never know.
I might be coming in fast.
Yeah,
but anyway. I want to let you know. I like your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
And you know, anybody up here, I don't see them as nothing less than me or nothing thing. So you're not no co-host. Both are we hosts in the show tonight. You know, there's the Justice League, but both are we Batman. Because he's the best. Right? Nice. I see that haters out there.
Haters.
Haters gonna hate.
They will.
Haters will always hate. So, we just want to welcome you all into the semi-finals. Welcome you all into our space. And all you know, all have been waiting. All have been waiting. So I feel all ready for the show to start. All ready for the show to start? I feel I'm ready for the show to start. Ready for the show to start?
I feel so, but you don't wanna take them through the process that some of these poets might have went through between the prompts, from auditions to semis, the recording. How you feeling there?
Well, hear this. I know the other auditions. The harder auditions, for sure. I know the other auditions. And it's had real poets in the auditions phase. And that cut down to 12.
Yeah,
that cut down to 12. That was harsh.
Yeah, it really was.
I find that was harsh, boy.
It really was.
You know, because I feel, guys, I want to believe everybody should go through because it's about the art. You know, but them judges say, boy, now worry. Is it 12 yet? Did the 12 be going with? So,
but you don't want to know what worse.
What going on?
You want to know what worse?
What you feel worse?
After today, guess what that 12 turned into?
Yeah, that 12 turned into
12 turned into 6.
That 12
that worse, that more harsh.
From the center. And hear the vibes and energy. So the auditions they come in out whatever piece you have your best piece to come through. But the semis we have a prompt. The semis we have a writing prompt, and we give these poets a chance to write on this prompt and this topic to see how best they bring it and bring their work to the screen. Bring their work to the screen and bring their work to the stage. You know? So the prompt, Jared, where's the prompt?
Well, you know, coming from Trinidad, the place ain't that good right now. So we asked the 12 poets to write on the current state of this state. And well, you will see. You'll see the poems that we get here tonight. You'll see it tonight.
Most definitely. And the finals is on the 11th of September. I'm telling you, the thing gonna be nice tonight. The thing going to be very, very sticky. Very sticky. So Jerome, you ready to start?
I think I'm ready to start now. I'm ready.
I think I'm ready to start.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to start. Seeing that, you know, there's the first time you're up here with me. I'm going to do the honors. And start the show.
The privilege, thank you. I'm blessed. I feel really blessed. So, coming up for the very first performance of the night, a 16-year-old young man who attended St. Benedict's College, La Romaine. He says that he's been writing poetry for a little over 5 years now. Our first semi-finalist of the night, Tevin Douglas.
Trinbago, sweet Trinbago, the land of wine, woman, and song, the land of nice beaches and even nicer food. The states we're in right now, all it really ain't good, I'm gonna tell you. The only country to have a 3-word long national anthem and have a sentence as our watchwords. Have no more forge from the love. Now is discipline, production, and tolerance granted to us from Lord Terry. The only country where Prime Minister could go on national TV and tell me to do jack the scene. The only country where either red and ready or yellow and mellow, and you go outside the house and bellow out, sunlight, go kill COVID, and somebody might believe you. One of the 3 countries with the 4th most public holidays in the world. The only country where horn is a national pastime. One of the few countries with a natural pitch lake, but yet still have more pothole than road. The only country where the chitter-chatter of AKs and pistols and the pitter-patter of falling lead raindrops lands us at number 10 in the world for murder rates. Now on to the COVID situation. It pisses me off to see citizens not masked up because they think pulling their mask up will mask their breath and suffocate them. Believe me, if you aren't wearing your mask, the ceiling of the hospital is the last sight you would see, and your friends and family will have to buy a casket to see you in. Now hear me out. It will quicker turn into from I'll see you later to ICU to RIP, and this is not what we want. Trinbago, listen to me, please. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. Get vaccinated if you can. We don't want any more death of our family in this nation, and we could do without the several complications. So please, please. If you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your brothers, do it for your sisters, do it for your family, please. Protect yourselves.
Ooh, Rolly, that was 7.
It was 7. It starts off like that. We start off like the man say it will go from I'll see you later to ICU to RIP.
And I just the harsh reality and harsh truth.
It really is. It really is.
You know, and the show started.
The show started. Now it feel real. We got a performance in, now it feel real.
The show started.
Now it feel real.
Nice. I feel because they're trying to sabotage me when new men come up all the time. I might working good whole week. And they're trying to sabotage, but I nothing. I love. I love any space, I the energy, I the vibes, I the good vibes. So now we're moving on from Tevin. Tevin, that was great. Thank you for gracing the stage. So now, coming to the stage. They say this person was formerly known as Dynamite. As a hip-hop artist, photographer, motivational speaker, and sexual gender-based violence instructor who decided in the year 2021 to take the stage. I see she did it to take the stage. To take the stage by entering the spoken word arena for the very first time and to bring the fire. And we would just like to welcome Miss Adina Sandy to the stage.
Thinking out loud, lucidly listen attentively to this scene. Pictures worth words, 1,000 frames, captured sight, scene, nature state serene, tropical state, my exotic pitch lake, roast corn, aloo and fry bake with pepper does taste great. Roads paved in acne, cars pumping like pressure pots and third world shocks, is first world rates and third world nuts. More outside than inside, the police didn't stop the party. Like UNC Richards' good luck. Down the road, them fellas on their bellies like corner, hand tie up with shoelaces, is footage of concrete kissing drunkard faces, is racist places. Plus food expensive, I almost couldn't buy salt. Like you feel it's joke, I telling you I was window shopping at Vitamalt. And you can't get ease when $17 jump into 31 for 4 whole pounds of lentil peas. Jeez. Ja, put a hand, because like it's only food prices getting strong from vaccination. People must twist like faces when eating dry biscuit without juice. No water for days in the pipe. It's social distancing, and that is the real truth. Business closed down, SOE, no work for grassroots, but surely at groups the police will shoot easily. Tanty Ball, wash your hand, partner. Don't touch my things at all. I saw you dragging them on the wall like racing. But seriously, currently, the new label is vaccinated versus unvaccinated. The new racist statement, grazing pavements, pin plastered, pointing out that anything can separate we, the people in this state, dissipating faith in this state. The tears of women bursting banks of rivers, a rape state. A safe space to save face is what we need, sailing through the raging rapids of South Key. The haves hoarding vouchers away in falls like St. Anne's River from the needy. As a little rainfall is flooding in this country. Sorry, I don't mean to be grumpy, but I'm telling you, we need drainage fixed speedily in this state. Keyboard championships daily never ending in this state. You sure you know who is pretending? A real estate, a real place. But what is what it seems when keeping up with lucid dreams?
Well, she say like, oh, the food prices getting stronger from this vaccine. Wow. Wow, that was our diner Sunday. Only and these youths they work hard. They work real hard. And I just want to applaud them for the effort and the energy that they bring into the stage. You know, even in a pandemic, we outside, you know. Even in a pandemic, we outside. Jaron, how are you feeling so far, boy? How are you feeling so far, boy?
We two in. 10 to go. We still have people to go. We still have plenty slam to host through. Plenty slam to go through. And I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I hear.
Nice,
you know, I was a little nervous in the start, but the nerves calm down now. We feeling better.
Well, we just here, we vibing out. So, who coming next, boy?
Well, coming next to the stage. She said that she's a believer, a foodie, and she loves going out.
Hallelujah.
Well, can't go nowhere now. She's a...
Stop that.
She says that she's a bit shy and nervous at times, but she don't have no time to be nervous now. Coming to the stage next, Miss Jada Ryan.
This is the current state of this state. Right now we are in a crisis, a pandemic which looking like no hope, a disease killing lives and spreading negative vibes, hitting the weak, old, sick and overweight. People are going hungry, homeless, no way to see, symptoms like rain making us weak. Why we don't care to educate to avoid this negative, this nasty place that is full of hate. Things are getting scary. Men's hearts are failing them for fear. They are running helter-skelter here, there, and everywhere. But we listen to theories and not facts. Who said this and who said that? Families are being destroyed. Incest on the rise. Murders. People saying avoid the jab. No, don't take the jab. Confusion evermore. Watching the news, following the updates. 6 to 10 deaths on the tube. So disturbing, banging at us, wash our hands, wear your mask, keep your distance 6 feet apart. But we sanitize. Even the death of our loved ones is not like before. Burn them, bury them, 10 to 10. Stress, you can't grieve in peace. We got to know what to do, when to do, and how to do. From whence cometh our help? Our help cometh from the Creator of heaven and earth. But what can I say? We got to kneel and pray that change will come. Hope will rise. The sun will rise again over our beloved nation and land, that we will be rid of this plague and disease. This is the current state of this state. Keep hope alive and be strong.
We just want to big up Jada Ryan. All your sanitize. This COVID is a real thing. The Delta variant here now. Make sure we following protocols. Please.
Most definitely, and I find that was a real good poem. Straight to the point. It do what it needed to do.
Yeah, it really
needed to do. It do what it needed to do. But you know, we continue, and the vibes continue, with the energy. So now I want to bring to the stage this youth, 17 years old. He's currently pursuing a career in accounting, having recently graduated from St. Benedict's College. I find it a real Benedict's College. People in the slam here, boy. Like the slam going in south, boy. The slammers are south slam now, boy. All right, okay. He's been writing and performing for the past 3 years, both in school events and at church. I like how everybody in the slam kind of grounded. You know that people grounded. Somebody said I was a believer. Yeah. You know, he performing in church. There's a vibes. And when it comes to writing, you have taken up the mantle to speak from his mother, as she is an avid writer and performer when she was younger. Now he's trying to see how far he can take their passion, their shared passion forward. So bringing to the stage now to grace the Roots Poetry Slam semi-final stage, we have Mr. Jabari Collins.
This can all be summed up as a mix of a Form 1 science lesson and a thought provoked from Alexander Hamilton. Although we're technically not a state of nation of states, I'm still forced to question the state of our nation. Brought to wonder, how could a substance arrange itself in such a way that it no longer matters to its matter? How could it be that in this generation of molecules, there are very few who don't seem to have their very existence begging for migration? Dog, it's like the entirety of the country now take a pass by the grocery to get a supplicant and wash down the piper roti because we know that mix of cold milk and hot curry is the only thing capable of creating a state this gaseous. That is the only way I could think to explain why our bonds might as well be non-existent. At this point, there seems to be nothing holding us together more than memes and the belief that Trinidad and Tobago could never be a real place. Meanwhile, to me, life is lovely in this sweet Neverland. Get any chance to hear the pitter-patter playing, I'm a dog Peter on he pan, the Dan, bad like so. But no, all of them want to play valence electrons. On the outer shells like outliers on the outside. Without a care in the world. With every worry gone with the wind, but blaming all for that is akin to blaming a son for his father's sin. Although I'm begging for change, I can't expect us to simply sublimate to solid state. You see, it's much easier for us to birth chaos from order than it is to rip order out of the midst of chaos then too. Order never really was our shtick. Something about staying solid always seemed way too close to stiff. In this land, where we know nothing of rigid, where every instance of our existence is nothing but livid, living life ever adaptive, moving like we have the pure essence of love, life, and vibes held captive in our sternum, feel the fluid fleeing from our face as we comfort a brother in his darkest of moments. But at the same time, understand that around here we have a thing called wakes, so we know that ain't no pain so serious a vet can't fix. Or at least try to feed. Call that ebb and flow. An example to show that we can be more liquid than anything else. No need to become stagnant solid. Not forced to remain distant gas. All this to say this state isn't in a state of disrepair. Yes, we lost for now the chance to interact the way we know best. But are we really about to be bested by this? Instead of using it as an excuse to lose our bonds, let's prove we can stand this test with the best of them. Thank you.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was Jabari.
For real.
Hey, I see you talk about Alexander Hamilton, and I feel you give me Alexander Hamilton vibes.
Yeah, you
like,
did. I hope you reach far. I hope you reach far with the performances.
Definitely.
Hope you carry his and his mom's passion in a good place.
And
it's in good hands.
Beyond ballers, beyond everything, and that's the vibes, that's the energy. That's the good energy. So, Sharon, who we are next, boy? Who coming up to grace the stage next, boy?
Well, next is a funny man, because hear this, right? We ask these poets, send we a bio of yourself for we to read out, to introduce you to the stage now.
I think you are the shortest bio, you know?
The shortest bio we have here tonight. The man say he is the young prodigy, delivering brutal honesty. Whew. That is all we have. Oof. Oof. The young prodigy delivering brutal honesty. Coming next to the stage, Brandon Butcher.
Breaking news. 8 people were shot dead in the span of 4. The body of 12-year-old Amy has been reportedly found at the bottom of a. The coronavirus has claimed the lives of 1,000 plus persons in this country. As I switch from station to station, I feel nothing but disappointment. A constant pain, frustration, and a burning resentment towards you. A failure. A child I wish I never had. It makes me sick even thinking about you, Trinidad, with your mindset. You settle for developing instead of development. False hope for an island which we were made to believe was heaven sent, as you hammer a culture corrupted by 1% of the vultures who soar above the rest. As they prey on desperate and misguided flesh, so with this poem, nobody's safe. Because I fed up with the current state of this state, so don't feel you could escape the side effects this sickness will bring, infecting one by one, starting with all you so-called kings. It's time to dethrone this coward called man whose eyes undressed and exposed, who still have the audacity to cushion rape by saying her clothes were too tight, too short, see-through, uncalled for, so she looked for that. It's what you say. Because all your men could never have it your way, so you complain and fight, verbally abuse day and night unto you, the one who overlooks this behavior, releasing these men charged for several counts of murder and rape, a disgrace to our society. I'm starting to realize that this justice system needs to be revised and charged for murder, disloyalty and lies. It targets the poor as it causes the rich to rise, taking bribes. This system causes corruption to go cold, and laws since the 90s are still being upheld. You see, the state of this state are fed up with what we live in. And sadly, gender-based violence and the justice system is just the beginning of failure. A child I wish I never had. It makes me sick even thinking about you Trinidadians, the ones who refuse to wear a mask, refuse to social distance, why we constantly have to ask all your hard-headed humans just to protect yourself, and because of you, I suffered a loss myself, my aunt, and not to mention the racial tension on a rise, ignored by the public, a disregard for the lives of my people. As if 300 years of torture was not enough, you still profile me based on where I grew up, unable to make a living, trying to make ends meet, compared to cockroaches unable to reach my peak. A system turned against me, a failure to provide, a government whose only interest is just to divide. You see, the state of this state have me switching stations. From channel to channel, I still trying to find the patience to hold on to this promised sweet TNT. But for now, I guess it's time that I turn off this TV.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
I say no here and I feel like my paws raising. All of this shit, man. This
I find the video look funny too, though.
You know what? I know why the video look funny.
Why the video look funny?
Because you know he entered the competition. He was down here when he entered the competition. But here the man fly out. So he was in here for the recording. You know, he overseas right now. They said the boy and he's sunny. Miami. He outside, you know.
Yeah.
And I find that piece was so powerful. He talk about a lot of things, you know.
Really
you know, you are switching the station. You man was switching
Yeah.
the station until the end. He had to turn off the TV because he get fed up. He get fed up, you know. And yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, that was really, really, really powerful, boy. That was
Really
powerful.
was.
I find that was powerful, man. All right, now, Brandon, thank you for coming to the stage. Thank you very much. So now, bringing to the stage, we have a young lady. She says she finds writing to be magnetic, and she says that magnetic way of expressing her opinions and feelings to others. She hopes the listeners are able to connect with some elements of her poetry, and that she has manifested the feelings of most of us have felt one time or another. She's expected to attend the University of the West Indies, big up UWI, oh gosh, big up UWI, and in September to pursue her dream of becoming an athletic trainer. So this young lady, you know, she has her mind on, and she knows what she wants. She knows what she wants. So bringing to the stage, we have Miss Alexandria Douglas.
Welcome to the home of the steel pan, where the national dish is KFC. Callaloo. Although the crispy skin of a chicken's thigh is a flavor well known to our Trinbagonian mouth. So when they announced that restaurants were to close down, best believe a few tears had shed. It's not enough that I cast zest away in my youth. COVID had to come for my food too. In the words of Scrunter, that didn't walk in here tonight. I understood in the long run why, with the deaths piling onto the shoulders of our leaders and predictions of 80,000 cases tailing our backs, but my taste buds and stomach didn't agree. Most importantly, my laziness protested to the fullest extent. I had taken the Prime Minister advice, you know. Instead of ordering your lunch and going to pick it up, eat a sandwich home. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know the sandwich is better than the lunch. 'Cause I know But there's only so much bread I could take before it start tasting like sand to me. And eventually, my groceries run out, along with my money, because sales not coming in like they used to. In order for our country to survive, it was turned into a Team Mary plan that closed up with the touch of COVID's hand, and you know what I was left with? Cricks and cheese. Cricks and cheese. Cricks and cheese. Cricks and blasted cheese. I can't believe I am one of the lucky ones. My cricks and cheese still fills my belly, unlike those who hoping that the food hamper come in early. My job, despite not flourishing like it used to, is still attached to my bank account, that I have not had to look COVID in the face, as it stills my loved one's chest. I close my eyes at night and wonder if our country is going to survive. If vaccines and new opening back of each petal of the plant will be fast enough, if the bravery of reopening fully will be the downfall of my country or its savior. If Delta will remain Greek or decide it wants full citizenship, the production of our country lies within the masks of its people. The washing of our hands, the distance between our feet, we are on the edge of a cliff. And I pray we don't fall, that instead we soar.
Cricks and cheese, cricks and cheese, cricks and blasted cheese. I know somebody feel that line. Somebody on the live feel that line for sure.
Well, I telling all the energy in here is amazing. And when Alexandra performed, she performed at number 6.
Number 6, so
number
that
6,
halfway.
like halfway.
Halfway through the show.
And before we go on to finish the next half, Mr. Ruiz.
Yes, Mr. John.
Mr. Ruiz. You was here last year, but you didn't really. I didn't think you make it out of the auditions last year. How that feel? How that feel for you as a person? As a person, how that feel? How that feel for you knowing that way bad didn't make it out of the auditions? What you feel like you had to do? What you feel like you had to do to best that? To best that not making it out of the auditions? What you feel like you had to do to best that?
Well, firstly, it feels really good to make it out of the auditions.
Oh, you making the semis?
Into the semis.
Wait,
it feels really good to make it into the semis.
I was just joking. You make the semis all here. Alright, not making the finals. The semi-final. No. The right. You make the semis.
Make the semis.
My bad. My mistake, my bad. I'll take that, you know. Sometimes you just make mistakes, you know.
Yeah,
No matter how much you host, sometimes you make a mistake, right? You make the semis, and in the semi-final round, how you that pressure, that right and prompt, like how you what you feel, like how you felt, how did you feel?
You felt the pressure. You felt it because you have 2 weeks to write on this prompt that these people will give you, and that's all you have. And in that 2 weeks, writer's block, be damned, nobody care about that. Nah. You have 2 weeks to write it, memorize it, you could read it. You could read it. But if you if that can hamper your performance. But we have some good readers here. We have some people who read the poem, we have some readers here. And they do good, good.
Nice. And our next question. So also the man went from not making the finals to technically, you know, running the poetry slam, you know. The man, this man say, you know what? I don't really need the slam, boy. I don't need the slam. I want to run the slam, man. And now you're paying host, and it with Mr. John. I want to beg you up. Because you do real good. I proud of you for not, you know, some people when make our finals and will just give up. And you didn't give up. You showed that persistence to say that, you know what? First, I love the slam poetry. You realize that this kind of the competition kind of bigger. It's a bigger things, and you could do the thing now, boy. You could do the thing, and yeah. Touch me. You do good. Nice. And we halfway through, so it would be remiss of me if I did not mention that next year is Cascade 10. Cascade 10, and this Cascade 10 going on be a movie, you know.
It really is.
Because there's a movie, you know, they 9 years Youth Foundation doing Cascade, 9 years Youth Foundation doing Cascade, and next year, the show, it's going to be jam-packed. We starting from, what are we starting from? Like,
starting October.
Started from October. We pushing Cascade 10 from October. So all you know, it's going to be a serious one and serious vibes and energy to the stage. So Jaron.
Yes.
So Jaron, again. How you find the show going so far, boy?
I find the show going good, and the best part is we only halfway through.
Yeah,
we have an exports to go through here.
Yeah.
So why not waste any more time?
Yeah, but I want to let you know, commenting, put whatever name in the comments, or they feel who have it. Put a name in the comments. I
like the chaos.
I like the raps and the energy and the poetry, boy. I like that.
China start a war in the comment section.
You have to do that because that's the vibes of the competition. But at the end of the day, it's all love.
It's poetry. It's for the poetry.
It's for the poem, and it's all love. And I just want to big up everybody who take the time to write on this prompt, and who take the time to come out and execute. And, you know, they're doing good so far. Boy.
Yeah, they're not bad at all.
They're doing good so far. So, all right, back to the show. Jen, we bring in next week.
Well, next week is a young lady. 18 years of age and all the way from deep south. You know, you really say south taking over.
Yeah, boy, I tell you,
real south taking over the Islam.
Real south people in here, boy.
Wow. You really say south taking over the Islam.
I would have said something, but south, boy, I would have said I'm man in Miami, but technically Miami is south of America too. So if you think about it, everybody here from south.
Everything south for real.
Going on here, boy.
Well, this young lady, as I say, 18 years, writing for 5 of them years. So coming to the stage next, Miss Kelsey Brown.
Under normal conditions, rivers are strong, steady, and stable, show diligence and are determined. The fresh water, cold and crisp, finds a way despite deterrents, rushing around rocks, bubbling over blockages. Rivers are resilient, and so are our citizens. They flow freely, and no bend in the path is any match for the strong currents of our people. They babble with an immense force, and they are a force to be reckoned with. But on August 3rd, the capital was stormed by a storm. The sky commanded the attention of onlookers, and the rain screamed, "I am here." And so the banks of the Northwest River burst, due to the very same element that gave it stability and strength. Water, an out-of-control surge, pressure building up, causing banks to crumble. Everyone has a breaking point, and even Trinis could stumble. This pandemic has been a storm in its own right, with unexpected showers of stress and distress as worry and hopelessness pour into us torrential. Every time we thought the sun was peeking through storm clouds, the rain only came down harder, unpredictable. Generally, we persist under pressure, but it seems as though what doesn't kill you mutates and hits you harder. As of midnight tonight, all riverbanks grew weaker. Stay at home. School is online. This sector closed. That sector closed. Be in your bed by 9. And combine this with the everyday drizzle of bills to pay and mouths to feed, it was only a matter of time till we overflowed into pools and puddles of social unrest. And so now chaos ensues. The healthcare system breaks its back, bending over backwards, and essential workers toil to the brink of exhaustion. Children have lost sight of their future distortion because online school is yet another financial struggle. And those fortunate enough can't even keep up because of floods of assignment. Some have even lost their daily bread and butter. The people are overwhelmed, drowning. And this river polluted with poverty topples over the law. It seems as though crime is the only way to keep heads above water. Frustration fuels the thinking that violence must be the only answer. The society is explosive and the river is destructive. But the river can be restored. And maybe we can escape the current state of this state. The floods can subside. The rain will stop. And we can build dams to help our rivers, to help us remain strong, steady, and stable. There's hope for us yet, even in this new normal.
Oof. You hear that? How you feel about that poem there?
Well, she said the current state of the state. Well, like catch the heights and the current.
Current state of the state.
Yeah,
What you talking about there?
Hey, river, current state of the state. Oh, like catch huh?
Extended metaphors galore.
metaphor for your money. All the south.
So take over, you know.
South taking
So
over
take
the
over, you know.
slam,
Yeah, some
boy.
people in the room.
South taking
Getting
over
on
the
bad, some
slam.
people.
I saw one from up north, boy. I
From the east.
I saw one, yeah, east.
East.
You from the east, you know where I from?
Where you from?
Sour, come on, sour. You know the vibes, the energy.
Well, big up your sour people in the stream. Big up my room people in the stream. And I guess we can big up these sour people as well, since we have plenty.
We had a big up
We
these
have
South people. Now
plenty.
can
We have
guess.
plenty.
Have to because
We have plenty. They really come out for
They
real.
come out real aggressive and swinging. The swinging they play.
They didn't play that
I
well.
say CPL staff then just only sixes they did right now, yeah boy. Sure. Alright, cool. Cool, that's our vibe. So that was Kelsey Brown, Grayson State. So next up, we have an 18-year-old. And she attends the University of Trinidad and Tobago. Big up UTT in the
Big
house.
up you,
Oh,
big
yeah.
up UTT.
You in the house, UTT in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, it's our vibes. And she has been in drama since she was 9 years old, but began writing spoken word a little more than 2 years ago. When I telling all you at this age, all you at 18 and thing, I call it was better than me. I tell you, I terrible. I writing about 4-line poem. I wish I could write a whole 3-minute poem or a 2-minute poem. You know, even being on that competition where like, you know, I wish I was as good as them, but you know, I just want to be like these youths, right? So bring it to the stage, enough of me. Bring it to the stage. We have Miss Nakisha Piper.
One statement. Statistics would never approve of this. What's my status in society? No, but I'll tell you my status. Don't be surprised, because this was my state of mind. The sugar is the anchor for the phosphate. We've all got talent, but do we all got his anointing? Remember this line, because I'm about to take you back in time where innocence was in my heart, and because it was there, you continuously told me lies. I was outspoken and bold. You put me on a stage. I had tears running down my face as I told the story of a girl in a broken home, raped and abused at the age of 9. It was there I got my first prize, got my first clap, was told that I could act, that I would shine. So I forgot about the 9-year-old story that I just told and allowed her to be abused at home. I was her voice and she was finally being heard. So I made up my mind. I wasn't going to lie. I would tell the story of a child's life because we began to change. We were maturing, realizing it's a give or take. The world only brings pain. Do you know what it was like to sit and watch your mother be driven insane? Are you even listening? And the older you get, the more you expose to this hating, ego-driven, contaminated world. It's contagious. And as you increase in age, you're filled with rage. As you increase in age, you want your anger to break free from its cage. As you increase in age, you realize adults are to blame. They're handing us their disgusting traits. Please give it away. We're adults now. The traits you've given us, it's in our DNA. All due to hate, colors filled with oppression and negativity. 4 atomic bombs are exploded on this generation, a generation that's this way due to 4 bases. Trust in you that has us confused, leading to anger and sure. We're sore with grief too, so don't tell me it's not in my DNA. A DNA has a phosphate and a sugar. I was the phosphate, a salt which had lost its savior, and the sugar was Jesus, whom we have put away. But the sugar is the anchor for the phosphate. I reached this far because I had God's anointing. He's my current, and that's why I can say my state of mind, it's now fine.
Well, I telling all of these youths bringing some serious topics to the stage for real. Some serious topics, and the prompt, I feel like the prompt really bringing out different vibes and different ends, because
that's so much.
You realize no 2 poems is the same, you know.
So yeah, for real.
No 2 poems is the same, you know.
That's so much you could touch on in this country.
You know, and I personally find, I just want to say kudos going out to y'all. Y'all doing great, and Thank you very much. So, Jan, we are coming up to the stage now, boy.
Well, up next, a 21-year-old young lady. She says that she is blessed and highly favored by the Almighty. Our next grounded one. We like those. We like those in here.
You see when you're grounded? I feel like when you're grounded, and whoever it is pray to, I feel like that is guide you and get that strength and power to push through and perform, because remember, you can't perform. Some people can't perform without, you know. You know, and I like that staying grounded, you know.
And once you're grounded, nothing really.
Nothing could shake you.
Yeah, shaking you there.
Nothing could shake
nothing bothering you there.
Go ahead now, bring
so, favored by the Almighty, she loves to work hard and inspire the young people like God, and family is her most important thing. Bringing to the stage next, Miss Akela Cooper.
My name is Akela Cooper, and I am from the South Central region of the Civilian Conservation Corps, and my piece is entitled The State of This State, written by Akela Cooper. In a world where people no longer show love, it's only hate. From a pandemic, suicide, racism, who can relate? With a lot to handle, too much on the plate, we need to change the state of this state. Suicide is a trend. End it before it's too late. Losing your job, COVID have you mentally tripping. Economic downfall with no food in the kitchen. Where is the love? Where is the unity? Let us learn to love with every opportunity. Racism, it's taught. It's not something you learn from within. It shouldn't be about the color of our skin. Again, this is the state of our state. Whether you're black, white, mixed, or Asian, it doesn't matter. Show love. Stop discrimination. This is the state of our nation. COVID doesn't feel like a blessing. It's more like a curse. Normal, not normal. That makes it even worse. All this while corona spreading like wildfire. Mixed feelings on the vaccine. They're calling government a liar. Well, it's not so anymore. You need to be vaccinated before we open the door. The state of this state, where politicians' opinions, Madam Speaker, matters more than our own family lives. The mentally insane, they're venting, stabbing with knives. What happened to every creed and race find an equal place? All we standing for is showing hatred to each other face. The state of this state, where it feels like there's no God because of the suffering and pain. It's like a life on repeat. The same thing happening over again. A country which once had love now turned to a country with only hate. The state of this state, a country without love, only hate. Let us change our mindset and cooperate for a better state of this state. Thanks.
So we just want to big up Akela Cooper one more time.
Oh yeah.
Big up, big up. So wait now, Isaiah. If you and I here hosting, right? Who judging this competition?
I can't be a judge, because if I was a judge, they'll say, you know, because I like all the poems and I sent everybody to the final.
I could never. You want me to take out 6 poets from this?
6 poets
from this semi-final?
Mad.
Mad.
But you know what I find it harder for? I find it harder for the judges. Let me tell you, who had to judge this competition and make the tough decisions. And only remember that the judge's decision is final. You know, and
do not fight down Roots
Foundation.
Don't fight me.
Don't fight me.
Don't fight Isaiah.
Yeah,
come on.
Come on, right? So I would tell all the people who are like, can fight.
No, don't fight these people.
Nah, don't fight them.
Don't fight them.
Don't fight them either. Don't fight them either. All right, cool. So we are from Trinidad and Tobago. Miss Shanique Saunders. You know, big up Shanique Saunders.
Yeah.
We have Naima Thompson, all the way from Vietnam. You know.
Far.
This international. This
Far,
international vibes here, boy. Wow. We have Miss Taffa Lewis from Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Barataria massive, big up Barataria South. Anyway, anybody from Barataria South is big up all the Barataria. Yo, Taffa Lewis, come on, very own, homegrown, nice. And then we have Caleb Obeng, also known as OK the Poet, from Ghana, you know. Ghana, boy.
Vietnam and Ghana we have in the house,
Ghana,
man.
boy. And,
wow.
And I had to round off this.
How we rounding this off? How we can round this off?
With the head judge, Cascadu alumni, all the way from Canada. Canada cold, you know. If you feel inside here cold tonight, Canada
colder.
Very cold. We have Mr. Dwayne Morgan, and he is the lead judge. Olean, when results coming out? When results for the finals coming out?
The results for the finals should be out on the 21st. And if we count, today's the 14th. Like next week Saturday. Next week Saturday, the results will be out from the semi-finals. We'll know who our 6 finalists are.
All of the things are going to get sticky. I am telling you. All right. Now hear this one. Hear this one. This young lady. You know, I feel she really say, she's like, I mean, really, I just send no bio, you know, because I could stand on the strength of my name, you know, because she coming, she says she out there, she outside, and she coming fair too. So, I want to bring to the stage Miss Tanika London.
The current state of this state. How can something this small and invisible be so deadly? It changed our lives and made going outside scary. It brought us to a true sense of reality. It all started in December 2019 and is believed to arrive in our land by a flight in. The symptoms are so outrageous and overly contagious, throwing down everyone in its path. It penetrates like a knife through your heart. Its statistics run uncontrollably off the chart. Trinidad and Tobago confirmed its first case on the 12th of March 2020. Numbers subsequently rise to the figures of 113 confirmed cases and 8 deaths. This novel coronavirus from Wuhan, China, is cutting down on families of adults and even minors. This coronavirus has now united us by sympathies, but still divides us by entities. He knows of no hierarchy. His presence brings fear and anarchy. He broke our economy and threatened the economic security of many. Many who fell victims who suffered job loss and reduced incomes. With bills to pay, no sign of a payday, how are we gonna survive? As they were impacted by stay-at-home restrictions and fear of contagion that highlighted mental health issues and encouraged an increase in domestic violence. Governments say they put things in place, but yet still citizens are still waiting. Our cognitive minds filled with conspiracy theories, from sitting in a classroom to virtually learning, with 60,000 students who don't have the resources. Urgently calling on our scientists to develop a vaccine in less than 1 year. Trinidad and Tobago, we once took our lives for granted. But now is the time to reflect, a time to redirect, a time to meditate, to create, a time to see purpose for nothing is in vain. A time for yourself as you keep yourself sane and to adapt. TNT, listen to me. Let's forget political differences. No room for selfishness. Together, we are our greatest resources. Let's follow the COVID-19 protocols to help in combating this deadly virus. Sanitize, wear a mask, stay at home, and social distance. Let's be our sisters and brothers' keeper. Let's fight this pandemic together. We are our greatest resources. Together we aspire, together we achieve. So let's work together to save our state of this state. This is the current state that we have to face. The current.
Powerful, powerful poem. Yo, only follow the protocols now. Follow the protocols, I'm telling all you. And if you only follow the protocols together, we aspire, together we achieve. I'm telling you.
For you.
I'm telling you. That is all you need to do, you know. If all are we together, follow the protocols. You know what we achieve? A better freedom.
It sounds simple, boy. It really sounds so simple. But
Sounds simple, but it's hard.
yeah, it's hard.
It's hard, you know why? You know it's hard?
It's hard.
You love to zest too much. You love to zest. Everybody love outside and being outside. Who want to go lime and games night and thing. Or they're not seeing me there. As in the words of our health minister, you have a heart monitor. You have a heart monitor. You have an oxygen tank in your house. You have a ventilator. Don't call me outside. Please don't call me outside. I will not be coming. I'm telling you. Sure about that? I will not be coming. Right? Right? So, what's going on, Jerry? No, wait. If she perform at number 10, and we had 12 people here.
God, don't say it. I get emotional on camera. Don't say it.
What are you trying to tell me?
Oh gosh, don't make me say it.
This is the last two.
We have two more poets here. We have two more. Oh gosh.
So I could say as of just now, as of 8:22 tonight, we are down to the final two poets. That's what best kid really. You like that one? Or you like that one? All right, that's not our problem. That's not our problem. It's just haters in this inside out here, boy. Haters. And you like that one? Wait, boy, you are hating on me, boy. Anyway, you not for me, boy. You second to last person.
Second to last poet here.
Who coming up here, boy? You coming up here, boy?
Well, we have a young man, 17 years of age. He says that he's a Form 6 student at the Rio Claro West Secondary School. Over a year and a half ago, his love for poetry grew 100-fold. So he decided to listen to his gut and stick to it. He also loves playing the cuatro, painting, or anything artistic, and also a little singing every now and then.
But I feel like he leave out something very important. But he was in Islam. This youth man was in Islam last year.
He was. What place he come last year?
Boy, this youth man come second.
He say he ain't like that.
He say he come second
he
in
like
Islam
that.
last year.
He come in.
And he coming out for out for them. So who coming to the stage, boy?
A young man by the name of Ray Clark.
The state of this state is blinded. Eyes open but closed. Veiled by attention to an outbreak, coughing is the new crime. Sliced throats and gunshots on the back burner streets, soaked and stained by blood of state red, white, and black women. Dragged to death, decayed, decomposed, corpse found woman, compelled into beaten bags, fitted into body bags, stripped of dignity, chopped to pieces. This state is blind. Back streets used as traffic ways to traffic lives, guns, drugs, bodies. This state is at crossroads. Symptoms is the first role. Your veiled eyes creates breeding grounds for criminals. Increase in poverty, less security, gender inequality. Wait. You think these things are over? Just because we have a respiratory syndrome disorder, it means nothing has changed. The state of this state is not standing still and sturdy, so what you expect? Families to stay hungry and jobless? They want to make this bread, even if they risk their lives returning dead. The state of this state is not standing still and sturdy. Gender inequality on the rise, women. Voices oppressed by the oppressor, voices silenced and no one to look to. This state is not standing still. Rags not getting richer. More mouths feasting on their own saliva, but when that source of water runs dry, then your eyes will open. So it's time to unveil. Wear some sort of lenses to lend in an eye or two, not just on fever, headache, short breath, joint ache, chest pain, but on the current state of this state. It seems we all are programmed to turn a blind eye. All we see is social distance, sanitize, check temperature, wear masks, have symptoms, repeat, 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 repeat. But now I see with my unveiled vision. The attention will not only be on this pandemic, for we live in a state where we face multiple pandemics, so why favor one?
Valerie Clark, the man say that second place here really. The man come out, boy. The man come out. I'll show you come out and you're from South and boy, all these South men,
South people.
South women, all of these people just coming and taking over the slam, boy. And if I South person win,
where you gonna?
I go just have to be happy.
You gotta accept it.
I'm gonna accept the fact that somebody from South. I can't. What I gonna do?
What you do?
What I could do? Wow, that was Rick Clark. That was Rick Clark. But closing way. Rick Clark was.
I think registered. I say closing off. You know, it's now it.
I find that hard. This hard to do, boy. 12 people run so fast, boy. So fast and so steady, boy.
We missed one.
I feel like we missed
one, boy.
I don't know if we missed one, boy.
No, it's 11, boy.
You come down real fast, boy.
Yeah, rapid.
I got trained fast. I got trained maths. I can't count. I not gifted in that counting. But, here, let me see this fella by you. here. This youth, man, he's a gifted youth, man.
Yeah, it is.
Right? At 19 years old, he's a musician, a dramatist, a writer, an actor, an extemporian. He ain't put the extemporian and he too big. I must know, I bounce up this fella in competition already, you know. I bounce up this fella in competition already. He topped the Caribbean in Cape Music in 2021. This man is an achiever, boy, and has gained 6 ones and 3 twos at the CSEC level and distinctions at the Cape level. He is a past science student of St. Benedict's College. St. Benedict's College. All I know one of my arch rivals in the extempo competition from St. Benedict College. St. Benedict's College. That man went 3 years in a row. St. Benedict's produced some really good monsters, you know. Not too much any football. Anyway, I wouldn't go there, you know. But, and he also holds the title of Mr. Sandfest 2018. That boy accolades, boy. He are real accolades. Like more accolades than me. I don't have all them ones, you know. I don't have all them ones. That boy have accolades. I want to bring to the stage the final competitor for the night, Mr. Joshua Hines.
The current state of this state, who fighting who to vaccinate, who pushing who to instigate, and there's only a set of downright hate. Now, you tell me what's really going on in my country. Whatever happened to magnanimity, liars, losers, leeching off the poor to remain in poverty, the elites making sure. They say the virus all around us. Well, it's true. Everywhere you look, they're rich and robust. Social distancing from the little man like you and me. Sanitizing all the time. First, they're sickly. Now you have to take the jab to operate like the narrow needle densely dividing this stately state. Now, I don't mean to be controversial, you know. In fact, I just come to show and tell and show. Some of us don't really dabble in current affairs, but we know these current affairs carefully reaching our ears. It's as if we pinnacled at a newfound propagation of fear. Don't you hear? Beaches closed, churches closed. At least food open back. But even for that, you have to hide in the back. Because when KFC had open like brain closed, if you see a line from South to Piaco, hey, you feel it easy out here? In this time of virus and mistrust is when we most need Jesus to eradicate the fear and revive us. Because if you don't have the Lord, you have nothing, a vaccine or not, people still dying. Now, I am one to promote protocols, but when you advantage one, you advantage all. Whatever happened to my and your rights? Whatever happened to all idyllic eyes? See, we lose faith in the foundation. See, COVID is not the only virus in our nation. It have fellas named nepotism, absurdism, and unprofessionalism plaguing our nation like insects in a chasm. We want to retreat to normal. But can't you see they're trying to mandate the moral? Once you have no power and position, bet your bottom dollar you ain't making no decision. The current state of this state is fueled by those who separate themselves from the Almighty to pursue worldly gain while etching their eternity. The only way to change the current state of this state is to get on your knees and pray to operate, because the needle is not your savior. Only one works in your favor. So you want to move around freely? Make a choice quickly and wisely, because only one can eradicate hate. Only one can change the current state of this state.
Man say like when KFC open, brain closed, like long from South to Piaco. Ole, I just want to say this slam was amazing. I just want to big up all the youths, big up everybody. You know, I'm seeing right now the comment section going wild and going crazy, you know, but I personally find that everyone who performed here tonight was doing a great job.
They did amazing. They did amazing. Yeah.
And my bias is for everybody, boy. I have no bias, but my bias is for everybody. I want everybody to make the finals.
My bias is for the top 6 who lose. So I could look good now. You know, I could say I was for the people who was down there and the judges went against what I wanted. You know, I look good. I look good in the people's eyes. But of course, but my real answer,
you're looking good now, bro.
You know, you don't look too bad yourself.
Oh, come on, wake up now. Wake up now. Invictus down. I know you smell it. Come on. Come on. Like real now. Like real now. You know, just go and we come to the end of the show, we come to the end of Cascadoo, boy. And I feel we end Cascadoo on a real high note, boy. We end Cascadoo on a real high note. And before we leave and before we go, I just want to ask you, Jaron, what was your highlight of this week, boy?
My highlight of the week, it had plenty of good moments, you know. Well, firstly, like just recording all of the semi-finals, just being there for that process, you know. Seeing, because as I said last year, I was a part of the semi-finals, but seeing the other side of it now, you know, it really opened up my eyes, like, damn, this slam thing really, it's big, and a lot does go into it, and I have so much respect to the entire team. I want to thank the entire Roots Foundation team for that. But my favorite moment, probably the workout, boy. Had to be the workout. You know why it's my favorite moment?
Right.
I was behind the camera, Faith.
And
I was just watching you and Tima and Josanne suffer.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's why I could host whole week, become a fitness level up there. You know, if that's why I say, you know, men just will come one day and want to shine, but I up there every day, I outside cardio, you know, you have a little pool in the back, I do a little water aerobics, you know, but when that one come, boy, and we have a piece of work out there, I feel sick. I do have, you want to tell me I do a 40-second plank. I hold it up after that plank. I took a lie down on that wrong just for the rest of the night, boy. That was
just roll into the pool after.
That was a good moment, boy. That was a good moment. But for me, boy, my favorite moment would have been last night, boy. When we had a word in the yard. That was the first, that was a word in the yard that will go down in history. Everybody who working in Roots Foundation, except the project manager, except the project manager. But that's okay, maybe she might come on next time, I guess. I must call her out. I call her out. Joanne Sylvester, project manager, Roots Foundation, I call her out. Next time we are word in the yard, like ask do 10, I want a poem. I want a poem. I calling you out on the live. The nation, yeah, I'm calling you out.
You know what now? I want one better.
What?
We have a take the stage coming up just now. I want a poem from we project manager and take the stage.
I find that close, boy.
Okay, what we semi-finalists had to do? They had 2 weeks.
Nah, you're right.
They had 2 weeks.
You're right.
I know.
You're right.
I know.
You're right. And here what I want to say thank you to everyone who is on the live still. I see we are 45 going strong still. I want to big up everybody who stayed on the live, who supported everyone there, and I hope even though if you didn't make it to the finals, you still come out and support, because the finals gonna be sticky, The finals, the poets get to choose a poem of their choice, but they have to write a lightning poem, a 1 minute poem, on guess what? On our next prompt, boy.
Next prompt. So well, I don't know the pain for that, I didn't make it that far last year.
Gosh, slow down now. But yeah, we here is our vibes. I just want to bring up the whole Roots Foundation team. I calling everybody by name. I want to big up Tima Solwazi. I want to big up Michael Logie. I want to big up Kirby Moses. I want to big up Miss Joanne Sylvester. I want to big up media boss himself, Mr. Manny Media, Emmanuel Villafana. I want to big up Jaron Ruiz, my co-host, big up the team outside.
Big up you, Isaiah.
Hey, boy, thanks.
Whole week you hosting, and now we here. We come to the end, we reach to the end, and you know what? Thank you. Thank you for taking me through the week.
And that's the vibes and that's the energy. So I just want to say, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. This has been Cascadoo 2021 BEST, because we's the best. We's the best. And I just want to say have a good night. Peace. Journey, anything you want to tell the people before we go?
Nothing I want to tell them. Just stay tuned to we Instagram, stay locked on Facebook, stay locked everywhere, because we're coming on for them this year.
Yeah, we coming
See this year and next year.
Yeah. So follow. I want before I go, I want all to follow this page. Follow Roots Foundation TT. Because I find like everybody on this live here. We just see people on live, but we don't really see them follow the page. So follow the Roots Foundation page, because we have a lot of things in store for you all. I'm telling you. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Come on. We have a lot of things in store for you all. And
you're going to want to be there.
And you're
gonna wanna be there.
You wanna be there. So they said right here. Hey, only ever hear what this Manny Media fella, boy. This one only going. I feel like when I'm on the stage here and things just float and I just come in and say,
I even see that there. I even see
it there. You even see it right there. You even see it right there.
I see it now. It now nice. the stream delay on my eyes, it now pop up for me.
Nice. So I just want to say, on behalf of the Roots Foundation team, stay safe, stay sanitized, move with love, move with peace, move with good vibes and good energy. Or as Emmanuel they say.
Wait, I can say the line?
Go ahead, say it.
I can say it. No, you start it and I finish it just like how he did.
Say, alright, you close the show with that. Okay. I just want to big up everybody from Roots Foundation team. This has been Cascadoo 2021.
Boom.
This has been Cascadoo 2021. And as Emmanuel they say, good vibes.
And alu pies. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, yeah.